Now, that doesn't mean there isn't a place for the waltz and there isn't even a place for jazz. So there are places that you can enjoy that to give that physical stimulation. But know that that's what you're doing is if you're looking at to dance, then that's a physical stimulation. So that has an appropriate sound to it. But if we just subject ourselves to listening to TV in the background and keeping the
Yeah.
news on, and those are
Yeah.
unrhythmic frequencies that are like this jazz music that sit inside you and they just keep that rattle noise, and why you're never settled, why
Mhm.
when you take a walk in the woods, you can get that peace of mind. It's never, nature is tonal, it's not melodic. So when we hear the ocean, that's not a tone. What John is referring to in the 1-2 is like rockabye baby, that's melodic. There's a 1-2 beat that's melodic, and there's a 1-2 that's tonal. So nature is tonal. Go ahead.
You wanted to measure what we're speaking of. And just like Ken said, so for the last, what, 25 years, rap music has been the most popular music throughout the world.
Yep,
When's the last time you saw a beautiful symphony broadcast?
that's right.
Right? So that is a measuring stick of where we are as a society, as a human race, right? Is that if that is your thing, if that's your go to, that's fine. There's no right, wrong, there's no good, bad, whatever. But I'm just saying that's it, but it's a measuring stick of where
Yeah.
you are individually and collectively.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
one thing you can look at, I think, is a really good example is rap stars are making billions of dollars, but you take a classical pianist or a concerto or an opera singer, and they're traveling around the world just to survive. You know what I mean? And if they don't even have to sell out at times, which we read about, we missed that paragraph, but about how Leo was relating to some of these orchestra leaders and some pianists that tried to make some more fame by being on TV. But in order to do that, they had to lower their standards and change the melodic tempo so that it was more of a circus show rather than the classical
Mhm.
1-2 beat of stimulation that awakens the genius. You listen, we have an example of that at James Brady in the second unit that we talk about, where he started listening to classical music and it changed his whole life. This was a jazz musician that started listening to classical music, and it literally awakened that light in him. That music awakened something in him. So we all have it. We're all ready to wake up to that next level. I really do believe that is the
Yeah.
desire of all of us, is to know rhythmic balance interchange as a way of life.